everyone, welcome back. It's Friday Favorites and Flops. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful past couple of weeks. I haven't done a Friday Favorites in a bit because I've been traveling, I've been sick, and my kids just started back at school. So now I'm finally back to 3 videos per week, and I'm going to keep going on that. That's my typical schedule. So if you were a new subscriber this summer, welcome back to 3 videos a week. So leave down below some of your comments on content that you do want to see, and I'm going to be filming a whole lot more frequently. Sorry about my last video. I'm like going to be continually checking in the viewfinder because I didn't realize the whole thing was out of focus. Like, I thought it was just my eyes because I had been so sick and like they were messing with me, and then I uploaded it and I was like, no, pretty sure that's completely out of focus the entire time. And it wasn't like too bad, but then I watched it on a big screen and I was like, wow, that actually is really bad. So I wanted to put that video up because it was a Sephora play bag and I really liked the bag, so I was like, I can't scrap this video. But hopefully I'm back in focus now. I have no idea what happened. Like, that's so weird that my camera, the entire video wouldn't focus. So I don't know what the deal with that is. But anyways, since I haven't had a favorites in a while, I do have some products that I have been wearing consistently for the past couple of weeks. Now, as you guys know, I've been sick, so I haven't been wearing like a whole bunch of makeup every single day, but there have been several things that I've needed to get ready for that I have worn full face, and if I do wear full face, I'm going a whole lot more minimal these days. I don't know if I'm calling this a favorite, but I do want to say it has been one of my most used palettes because I'm trying to give it a shot. Now, the Subculture palette was like, there's so much stink around this palette. I did a review on this palette. The thing that I said is that are the shadows powdery? Yeah, but all of my Anastasia eyeshadows are powdery. Did I have a few problems with layering some of the darker colors on top of the other colors? Yeah, I did, because they're really pigmented. So you just have to layer in bits. I just don't think that this is a palette for beginners, but the colors are amazing. So I wanted to try and work with it because I kind of consider myself a beginner sometimes because I'm not like the best at blending eyeshadow. I'm really not. So you guys are probably like, yeah, we know, like, you don't have to say it over again. But I really want to give this eyeshadow palette a fair shot, you know, and try it out and wear it. So I didn't take it with me on my trip, but ever since I've gotten home, I've been using this religiously, and I'm wearing it on my eyes again today. The thing that I do, which I've found for me right now, is just what I'm going towards. Not like away from complete using eyeliner on the top lash line, but I haven't worn eyeliner on my top lash line for a while. Here's the thing, I have hooded eyelids. The older I get, the more I notice they're hooded. They're kind of uneven on either side, like between the lid space, like the amount of lid space that I have. So sometimes when one eye has more lid space than the other, if I wear a shimmery shadow and then if I wear eyeliner, unless I do my eyeliner like a thinner line on this eye and a thicker line on this eye, it looks funny because one of my eyes looks off because they're uneven. My eyes are uneven. So like the lid space ratio. So I've just been skipping eyeliner recently, or I've been taking one of these darker shades and just smudging it really close to the lash line and then like blowing it out and diffusing it up. But I've liked that, or just skipping eyeliner completely. But the shades in this palette that I've been using are Roxy, which is what I have all over my eye today, New Wave, and Edge. And I've just been blending those in some type of like mustardy orange type of combination all over. So these 3 shades, they're super pigmented, obviously. I find that they all do blend really well together, diffuse out. Honestly, I just need like a tap, and then I use a big fluffy brush, and I usually put like New Wave as like the transition color where I blow that out. Then I usually put Roxy all over my lid, and then I'll add like a little bit of Edge in the outer corners just to kind of give like a soft blend all over. But I've really been liking this. So that's what I'll say about this palette. I've been giving it a whirl. Am I saying to go out and buy it? I'm not sure, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people that will still have like some type of disappointment with this palette just because it is a little bit different as far as the blending techniques that you will have to use to really get, I guess, the full potential out of palette. So I don't know if I'm recommending it, but for those of you who have bought it, haven't returned it, and were just like so thrown off the first time you used it, try giving it another shot, maybe using those colors. I've just found that it works really well for like a very simple look, and then I've just been using mascara. Now, on to mascara, I do have a flop this week. I'm going to show it now because I tried out a new mascara and I was just kind of like, eh. Now, Urban Decay sent this to me, and you guys know, like, I feel like companies obviously should give you the freedom to give your real full opinion, and I don't take that lightly because I feel like that's my job as a YouTuber, is to review products. So I tried out this new Urban Decay Troublemaker mascara. It's supposed to be super fat, super long, and sex-proof mascara is how it is said, that it lasts and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a try. So first of all, the bristle wand is like those hard, pointy bristles. It's a synthetic bristle, and it kind of reminds me of the Rocket mascara from, is that Maybelline or CoverGirl? Anyways, the Rocket mascara, Maybelline. And maybe it's CoverGirl. I forget. Anyways, it really jabs in my eye. It took a lot to build up. Like, I saw the pictures of like the before and afters of like using the mascara and like these big fluffy feathery lashes, and I was like, I'm sorry, but that with this mascara, it wasn't building. It, like, I would do it, and it just was not building. Now, I didn't test out if it was sex proof or anything like that because I've been sick, you know, so, but I wore it all day and I didn't find that it was like, I find that the Lash Paradise from L'Oreal is like one of the most waterproof mascaras that I own, and this just didn't seem the same. Like, it was, I guess, easier to get off, so I don't know. I didn't like, I felt like if I wanted to build this up on my lashes, I would have to keep going, and then it got thick and goopy, and I just didn't like it at all. So that was a flop for me this week. Okay, I've had a few consistent lip favorites this week, and this is Lolita from Kat Von D. This is one of her Everlasting lip liners. I love this color. I've just been filling my lips in with this. Honestly, it's so creamy, it's so buttery, and it lasts on the lip, and I love this color. If you just put it on and you kind of like feather it in or fill in your lips, and then I top it with either this gloss or this lip product. I'm going to say this gloss first is one of the products that I have on today. This is the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer, and it's in the color Tease. This is like a nude gloss. It's super duper pigmented, but it's a really nude shade. I like to use it over like a darker lip liner and kind of like make my own sort of light mauve-y lip color with this. This is the perfect color to use when you want to kind of lighten stuff up, but I don't want like a liquid lipstick. This is like a great in between because it's a gloss lacquer product, and it just like, it blends into the lips so beautifully. So I love this, but it is really light shade. I really like this formula in general. And then sometimes I've been topping it with this. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Paints Mattes. This is the shade Velvet Pout 348. I think this is such like a fun, unique color. It's like this taupey mauve shade. Even if I put some of this on and like mix it with like a drop of this right here, like the light shade from the lacquer, and then with this lip liner, it's just such a pretty combination in general. So I've been having fun with these products. I really like these. They're comfortable to wear, they stay on the lips, they come in a bunch of really pretty and fun shades, so these are definitely a hit for me. So I've really been loving these Ciate. This is the Ciate, I guess they're just called the highlighters. This is in the color Starburst. It's the highlighter I'm wearing today, and I've honestly been wearing it pretty much a ton lately. I put it in my inner corners as well. They did send me these. These are such beautiful highlighters. I can't even describe the color. It's almost like a white gold, but a golden, but like a white gold. It reminds me kind of Estee Lauder's Heat Wave. It's very, very, can you see that? It's just such a beautiful color, and it really does like kind of melt into the skin. It has this like yellowy peach sort of like shift to it. In some lights it looks more yellow, some lights it looks more white and peachy. It's such a beautiful color. They do have another one, a pinky shift, but I've really been wearing this one and I love it. Like I said, I like it in the inner corner. I just like to highlight the face, and since I've been doing kind of minimal on the eyes, I really try and make my skin look really glowy because it's the end of summer and I'm still kind of trying to get that last bit of like bronzy glowiness in before it moves into the fall. But I really, really love this highlighter. It's so pretty and I really love the formula. Okay, the next product up is from Makeup Forever. Now they had these new blushes that came out, new face products really, I'll say. And this is a contour that I've been using a lot, and this blush. I'm wearing it today, but it's just this beautiful, beautiful color. I'm gonna leave the name on the screen, but it's just this really pretty light peachy pink color. And it has like a little bit of a sheen to it right here. Has like a little bit of a sheen to it. And I just love the way that it wears on the skin because it's like this satin sheen. It's not like a shimmer at all. It's almost like this glow within look. And I just really like the lightness of the color, but I think it's a very wearable color as well. They came out with these little palettes, and so you can kind of customize it. This is S112 is the contour, and I will swatch that for you in a minute. But the blush that I've been like mainly using the most is called B302. So that's B302, and it's so, so pretty. Let me swatch the contour shade also that I've been using. These are just so buttery and beautiful. I just love the way that they apply to the skin. It's like an ashy brown sort of like bone looking contour, so I like to just lightly use it right in the hollows. After I bronze up, I kind of go in with this shade to do a little bit of contouring, and I find it works really well. It's also a great like nose contour because it's soft enough for fair skin, so I've really been enjoying these. Oh, I forgot a product that I've been loving for lips. This is the Sephora. I love these. These are the Outrageous Plump Effects. This is the shade 06. So I've been using, I put on that Maybelline Lacquer in the lighter color, and then I top it with this because this has like just enough like pink shade to it. I love the clear one. These remind me of the Dior Maximizer glosses. They feel the same consistency, same formula, I feel like. I mean, the same sort of like color selections. So this shade right here is like a pretty like pink shade. I also have the coral, but it's nice to just add a little bit. It adds a little bit of color and a lot of shine. So I love using these. I have them in my purse, like all over, because they're just the best gloss because they have like that perfect amount of like plumpingness to them. They're not like too tingly at all, where if you're sensitive to plumping glosses, I really think this is one that you would like. But I love this for the summer because it's like that perfect amount of color where you have a little bit of something to your lips, but it's not too much. So anyways, that is this one in 06, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, I know I've talked a lot about the Dior foundation, and I really have loved that foundation, but then this came out and I haven't been able to stop wearing it. This is the All Hours SPF 20 sunscreen from foundation, the All Hours foundation from YSL. I have B30 Almond, which is my perfect shade. I've been wearing this foundation like I can't believe. This is like the most perfect foundation that I've tried in a really long time. Like, I do still love the Dior one. I love it so much. But this has more coverage, but it still looks just as natural and nice on the skin, but it is a little bit more full coverage. It smooths out your face, It just looks so good. It says that it is flawless matte, 24-hour wear, full coverage, oil free. It really does wear all day. I'm not kidding you, it does not break up at all. I've tested this out wearing it 16 hours, and I mean, I haven't worn it 24 hours, but I've tested it out. It's just such a good foundation. I've been pairing it with this sample that I have of the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. I love this stuff. Now, would I recommend that you have to have this? No, but I had it, so I was like, might as well be using them in conjunction with one another. So this foundation, I swear you only need like 3 pumps, and it does my entire face with 3 pumps. It's the most, it's just the most beautiful foundation when you blend it into the skin. Like, I'm telling you, you cannot see it on my face. And I just feel like it just gives this, like, it doesn't look too matte, but it also doesn't look too dewy either. It looks like skin. It blends in, but it gives that full coverage look. Like, I cannot stop wearing it. And Dana is like, my friend Dana, she's like one of the biggest, like, I don't know if it's like critics, but it's like she's gonna tell me if a foundation looks foundation-y on my skin. And I'm glad. I mean, everyone needs a friend like that. So she's one of those people that it's like, even she said she didn't love the Dior foundation on my face. Now, the color that I have in the Dior is too dark for me now. So like, that's one of the issues with that foundation that I have now, but I needed to get a lighter color in it, which I did, which I love that foundation still. But this one, when I wore this, she was like, wow, your skin really does look good. Like, I want that foundation. It's just, it literally, it covers and it just looks like skin. Like, there's no foundation on my hand is what it looks like. And it just has this like beautiful, beautiful look to the skin. That's the way it looks on my face. I have pores and everything, and I find that this just covers my pores. I love it. So if you guys want to see a full video on this foundation, I definitely will do that because it's expensive. I know that I've been recommending a lot of expensive foundations recently. I've just been trying a lot of products out, but for those of you who might have the budget for this YSL foundation and you want to know a little bit more about it, I really would love to do a video on it, so let me know if that's something that interests you guys. The thing that I would compare it to is NARS Sheer Glow, and like a combination of NARS Sheer Glow and like Estee Lauder Double Wear, but without the sort of like, I don't want to say cakiness of Double Wear, with the more like the look of NARS Sheer Glow. Because I don't feel like this is a matte foundation because it doesn't look matte on the skin, but it doesn't look too dewy either. It's like that perfect foundation. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I know you guys are probably like, you just sold us on the Dior one like last week, so what are you doing, Laura? But it was before I had tried this. I can't help myself. I love them both. I really do love them both. But if I had to choose right now, and maybe I'm just choosing because this one has been the one that I'm wearing, but I just really love the way that this looks on my skin all day. This is from Tarte. This is the brush that I've been using to apply it. This is just their angled foundation brush, and it just blends it in so beautifully into the skin. I like this in preference to a beauty blender, actually. I find that I love the coverage that this gives me, but it also just blurs everything out. And like I said, I only need like 2 pumps of that foundation for my entire face, and I don't even need like a second coat. Oh my gosh, longest Friday favorites, I know. One last thing, this Ouai Memory Mist spray has been an ultimate favorite of mine recently. I got this before my trip to Michigan. I've been using it. If you want something that honestly you can, it says use before you style. What I do is, it's like a lightweight, it gives me texture, it also protects your hair from heat. It holds like a little bit of your style until the next time you shampoo. So if you're going to be a second day, third day hair wearer and you're going to curl your hair, like I could wake up and my hair will still have like texture and curl, like some type of shape the next day. So I've really been loving this. It's a great product. I love the way Ouai hair products smell. And this just has been, it's like almost like a hairspray texture, heat protectant, hold, and I really have been loving this when I'm going to be wearing a second or third day hair. That's it for my Friday favorites and flops. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful week. Please subscribe if you're not already. And sorry for the stuffy nose and clearing the throat in this video, but I'm just kind of getting over that hump of being sick. So I will be back at it next week with 3 videos. So don't forget to make sure you sign up for notifications so that you don't miss a video, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.